for today's cup of coffee with Scream.
Ooh.
Oh my God. We had to go to the Walmart. It was interesting. We're recording this on the evening of November the 17th of 2024.
It seemed like people were on a loop or something.
Oh, they literally. I mean, it's like they would get near us and then just do a U-turn or whatever. Oh, dude on the scooter, I thought he was going to do just 360 or did.
There was some dude in there that I swear we passed him like at least 5 times.
Yeah. Yeah. And it was weird. And it's like the people that you were trying to avoid, they were always there. It's something there. I don't know what. But it was interesting. And what was weird was nobody looked happy.
No. I did not. Like, this is the first time I have not seen a single smile on anyone's face in that store.
I don't know why it was as crowded as it was. And we did get there after noon, and it was Sunday. But I don't think and maybe it's Black Friday stuff that people's already trying to grab and glom and do all that stuff that they do.
Maybe, I don't know.
To what purpose? This is one of the things that has,
Get
I
Christmas
ponder
shopping
many
done
things.
early.
So that they can do what?
Not worry about getting Christmas gifts for the rest of the season.
And that's something that, our bunch, we pretty much, if somebody is in need of something, when they get in need of something, it's then.
Yeah.
We're blessed that if there is a true need, that there's always means to do what we need to do.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just weird. And we were talking to the cashier, and it's like, it's like, is it just me? And she's like, no.
It's some weirdness. Some mind control weirdness.
And she
Possibly.
was a very kind person.
She was. She really was.
And one of the reasons that she was at Walmart, she's like, I like people. I like to interact with people.
Yeah.
And here she is just trying to spread happiness, engagement, different things like that. And that people a lot of times just, they ain't having it.
Mm-mm. She was saying, like, sometimes she'll just get flat out ignored.
And it's like,
when she tries to talk to people, she'll just get ignored.
Coffee slurp.
There's no point. If you're just going to ignore the cashier, you might as well just go to self-checkout.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like, it's sad because they missed an opportunity to have an exchange with a cool human being.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I'm one of these. Now, was I smiling and stuff as I was going through there? I'm like, no, I have improper footwear because I forgot. Because usually after Halloween, that's combat boot season.
Mm-hmm.
It goes straight from flip-flops to combat boots. There's no in-between for me anymore.
No. There's
not I see no point.
There's not a sneaker. There's no more sneakers.
No.
Not even a clog.
No. No. This is very basic.
Mm-hmm.
Very basic. And it's like, I have this thing. If somebody hits my heels or something, or my feet with a buggy, I can't, honestly, that is one of the few times that it is so hard for me to control my emotions.
Mm-hmm.
It's just this automatic response, and it's just, I don't know why. Maybe in a past life I was run over by a buggy. I don't know.
I don't know. But it's not just you that has that response. My father has that response as well. And a bunch of other people do too. I don't know what it is about that. That's just like a trigger button for y'all. It is.
And it's like, nobody should be close enough upon somebody to where they're going to roll over their feet or whatever with a damn buggy.
No, but accidents do happen. It's like,
but if you
a person in front stops suddenly, and then it's like, oh no,
right. And I am one of these, like I said, situational awareness, because I got the PTSD.
Uh-huh.
I do, and I will just stop and get off to the side and let the traffic go by while I do my thing. Mm-hmm. And then when they finish sitting and spinning or rolling out of the way or whatever, then I will move. Mm-hmm. But you look at some of these people.
It's those sudden stops that fuck me up.
You look at some of these people, and it's like they don't know where their ass is in space. So, of course, they're not going to have any awareness of where a shopping cart is in space in relation to their ass or anybody else's ass. I mean, that's just logic. And
I don't
God
know.
will
I've seen people just leave their buggy in the middle of an aisle and then go two aisles over and then come right back to said buggy.
Yeah, I don't know. And it's like that little old lady with that walker type thing. It's that rolling walker type thing. I didn't know whether she's going to make it or not. She was rolling around and around and around there at the baked goods. And
Listen,
I don't know that I think she was just lost. I don't think she was looking at anything.
Well, also, have you ever steered one of those things?
No.
I have. They're not fun. They are very difficult. You get frustrated with them real fast, and you will be walking in circles if you...
Well, it looks like that's an engineering problem. Somebody needs to solve that.
You're fighting that damn cart the whole time. It's like either the wheels are not turning the way that you want to, or they just don't. They just don't.
Well, that makes it worse.
Yeah.
But you do know that a lot of times those things have those little levers there near the wheels.
I'm talking about when it's unlocked. They just sometimes just won't.
Okay. Like I said, that's an engineering problem.
It's those times that it just won't, that you're really like, is this thing worth it? Is this worth it?
Right. And it does. It's supposed to assist somebody, not make it worse.
But when they work, they do work, and they come in handy. But damn, the rest of the time, it's like, this fucking thing's in the way, and it's not working half the time.
But it's like,
these wheels.
She was just going around and around and around, and I'm like, damn it, I've got to get out of here. I'm just trying to survive. It was survival
somewhere
mode.
At an old folks' home. That is what they're doing over there. I can tell you right now that they are doing that over at Leisure Park Towers right now.
Oh my God, going around and around in circles.
They all have carts like that.
Oh.
Almost every single person there has a cart, I think.
Oh. Do they help each other with their carts?
Define help. and they got buggies there too, so you don't got as many issues with the buggies, but
well,
they use them to get their groceries in and out of the like those carts. Yeah. They use them to get their groceries in and out from the car easily.
Yeah. The buggies are great. Mm-hmm. I mean, they really can.
But I'm talking about those like black carts that I'm like, that they just don't. Yeah. It's just when they don't.
Mm. Like I said, that's supposed to help solve a problem, not create a problem. We've got a lot of things right now that are supposed to solve problems that are creating problems.
Like those damn black carts.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Just get a buggy.
What was interesting, the fact that we lived, that was interesting. I was grateful. I didn't get an assault charge. I was doing, I came, I was able to shop, come back home free, don't have an ankle monitor, I'm good. Any day that I have to go to Walmart and I come home and no police were involved, that's a success. Mm-hmm. You have to count the small things. So it was a matter of going and it was carrots. I had needed carrots, and it's like everybody was going down the wrong way in the produce aisle for some reason.
Yeah.
And it's like,
it doesn't make sense.
And it was the bobbing and the weaving in and out, and I'm like, I actually got my phone out and looked, and I'm like, okay, Thanksgiving is not this week, it's next week.
But they're prepping.
Maybe.
Oh, they're prepping.
Maybe. And prices, oh dear God.
There's no reason for those prices to be that high.
No.
if you're paying nearly $100 for a turkey, there's an issue.
There's a big issue, and that better be a solid gold turkey.
It better, yeah. 14, it better be 24 karat. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It better come with a toilet that's plated.
Mm-hmm. Something.
Yeah.
Because
Or a server.
It was, and even as far as prices, the local city of food that we go to, and we know that the prices are high. But comparing prices there plus the Wall Mart, and for like ice cream there to be a $3 to $4 difference.
Seriously, yeah, there is no sense in that. It's like, why? Okay, this at Walmart costs $4 and something cents, and at the other store it costs $8.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, I tell you something, they ain't no way in hell. I don't care how good it is. I am not paying $10 for a thing of ice cream.
No.
Ever.
Especially when you can get it cheaper at another store.
And it was something else that I noticed as far as heavy whipping cream, because sometimes I use that as far as cooking, certain things that you do around the holiday times that you don't normally. Mm-hmm. And usually Walmart has a better price on those things than someplace. They were usually like $2-3 for, like a half gallon or something like that, or a quart. I don't know. Hell no, the $5 within the past couple of weeks. And I thought, no, I will bob and I will weave and I will use evaporated milk. I mean, it changes the taste just a little bit, but not enough to where, Of course, I didn't look at the cans of evaporated milk either.
Yeah, I think the prices of those have went up too.
But it was just, that's one of the reasons that as far as people having just angry. Mm-hmm. And it just really, If I could hibernate from like the 1st of November until like February, I'd be good.
I understand thoroughly. It's can we just have like a hibernation thing like bears do, please?
I think so. I think we should. I really do.
It's not fair that they get to sleep all year, all winter long, and humans don't.
Well, they actually don't. They do get out and roam on some things. They don't sleep all the way through. So it depends on the type of bear. It does.
There's once
myth versus reality.
There was once a guy that tried that to hibernate. Didn't work out for him.
I'm sure he didn't. He had to pee sometime.
It was the migraines. And other medical issues that it caused.
The hibernating caused migraines?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, because humans are designed to move. Mm-hmm. They've forgotten that a lot of times.
It was an actual thing. Like, dude actually did it. You can look it up. It's been years ago, though. Years.
After he failed, I'd say other people's like, don't do that.
I don't know.
The interesting thing is what used to be quite popular, and it was a matter of people napping. As far as to try to sleep all the way through 6 to 8 hours, that's, for a lot of people, that's not natural.
Yeah, no. The napping used to be a common thing.
That you would get up and work for 4 or 5 hours, 4, 6, whatever, and lay down till you woke up, and then you went at it again.
But that was before, companies started coming along and forcing people to work like robots, basically.
Yes. So there's a lot of natural, just body rhythms, circadian rhythms. It didn't used to be that hard. You ate when you were hungry. You drank when you were thirsty. Mm-hmm. You slept when you were tired. Yeah. And then all of a sudden we have all this bullshit of these experts, and everything goes to hell, and people are wondering why.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there you go.
Ain't that some shit?
Yeah. What I have noticed, and it was interesting because...
The Amish have it. The Amish know.
Yeah, they do. I have respect for the Amish. But one of the things that was interesting to me at family Sunday dinner was speaking with oldest kid. Now, oldest kid is a very logical person. Very. Yeah.
He's like a walking textbook.
Oh my God. It's just, he'll start on some of this stuff, and I feel like a deer caught in headlights.
He's very academia oriented.
But the thing is, I may not know the precise name of something. He's like, that one thing, and he's like, you've never heard of this? And I said, wait a minute. Was that the ancient computer-like thing that they found? He's like, yeah. So I did know. I just didn't know the exact name of it.
Yeah, no, y'all are actually really good at communicating and talking about this stuff. And it's...
Oh, and it's just, and some days it's like ancient aliens.
Yeah.
And today was sort of like ancient aliens. But now he has been pretty damn skeptical until lately.
Mm-hmm.
And that was what I noticed. And I think that there's a whole lot of people that are, I don't want to, it's like the epiphany that humanity may not be alone. Well, no shit. Some of us have known that. The ancients used to know that. And again, with the experts.
The experts who are here to deceive.
Yeah. To cover up.
Mm-hmm. To blind.
And God love him. I was so proud of him. He almost is like, it's that latent recessive Alex Jones genes. Is where I watched Art Bell and X-Files.
While pregnant with us.
Probably. Yeah.
And after.
Yeah.
Grew up on that.
Yeah. But that was one of the things. I'm like, how in the hell could you have grown up with me and disbelieved some of these things, or not understood that I was speaking truth when I would tell you about these things?
It's not that... I can't say what his perspective would be, honestly, though. For me, it was, I believed you, and then the world came in and bashed that belief out of me for a bit.
Yeah.
Got fucking ridiculed for believing some of the stuff that I believe. And then you start to think, well, maybe they're right.
Right.
But they're not. And it's like, fuck you, mama was right.
Yeah. Well, and that was something with oldest kid. I think more people need more evidence. Certain people need more evidence.
Yeah, they need something to actually see so that they can believe in whatever.
Mm-hmm. And so the recent congressional hearings about the UFOs and UAPs and all that stuff like that, that was one of the things that was most recent. And it's not like that he had not explored the paranormal and supernatural earlier, because he certainly did. But he's another one. He's almost like the people in the store as far as doing the U-turns and the 360s and stuff like that on some of this. And I guess everybody does that, until the frontal lobe starts functioning again.
Mm-hmm.
But for some of us, we always knew because of personal experiences with paranormal and the supernatural.
Yeah, because it's just, it was also sort of just built into y'all.
Yeah. Yeah. And it was always hard to stand your ground when somebody's saying, oh, you didn't see what you saw, and to sit there and go, by shit, I certainly know what I saw. Mm-hmm. Who the hell are you to tell me that my experience is invalid?
Mm-hmm. I saw a shadow person. No, you didn't. You just...
shut up and go back to sleep.
Yeah.
Or to be terrified by an entity for years and scorned and ridiculed and everything like that. Yeah, I'll make you militant. But within that, you learn, like I said, to stand your ground. But a lot of people don't. A lot of people, they will not talk about it. I think that it scares the hell out of some people. That's why they don't want to even entertain the thought. But there's a lot of people that are realizing something's coming.
Mm-hmm. The veil's about to completely drop.
Yeah. And it's like, the ancients talked about all these different species that used to be on, the earth with us.
Mm-hmm.
That is now, everybody thinks, oh, well, it was just myth. They were just stupid. They were just making stuff up. If it was the fairies, if it was the, elves and the brownies and whatever you want to call it. Those are some of the ones that were not as, even as far as the ones that were nefarious. Mm. Those are the ones it's like, no, you don't want to think about it.
But if the veil drops, we will get to see Bigfoot.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't have a problem believing that there is a creature in these woods that other people have not captured yet. I saw something the other day on X, and it was it was a pheasant-looking bird. It was beautiful. In one of these jungles that people had said it was extinct, that they had claimed was extinct for like 150 years. And yet there it was. They finally caught it on a trail cam.
And sometimes these things aren't extinct. They're just so rare at that point that it's just, or they've adapted to in a way that they hide.
Right. So I think to sit there and go, oh no, this has absolutely no credibility, whatever it is. There's a lot of stuff.
I mean, for real, that makes a lot of sense. It's like, if you were hunted, wouldn't you hide?
So with the UFOs, UAPs, USOs, which was unidentified submersible objects, all these things that were put forth in the past congressional hearing, all of it's self-disclosure. Mm-hmm. And it's not quite as soft as it used to be. This has been coming on for years, decades.
This is X-File cases.
Yeah. Yeah, it truly is. And they can't hide it because people have cell phones.
Yeah.
And before somebody can come and, delete whatever, it's already uploaded. It's already been seen. They can't control the narrative anymore.
Yep. Yeah.
So, interesting times.
Very interesting times. It's kind of scary,
Sure.
kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's a mixture. It's a mixed bag.
Well, and it's a matter of who says that there's just one type of... We don't know whether these creatures are interdimensional, extraterrestrial, whether they have been here on the earth with us and we just have lost the ability to see them. We don't know.
No, we don't. And I don't think it's not necessarily the ability to see them, well, certain ones, or rather it's technology of theirs that they're using, like cloaking devices.
Yeah, it very well could be.
Because that's how, I think that's how, some, and this is going off of media knowledge, stuff that I've consumed from shows, movies. It's like a tech that they wear or that's installed in them, and so that they can cloak into whatever being.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
Or it could be like this, or it could be like the substance where this person injects this drug or whatever, and then literally another version of them splits out of it, it gets birthed out their back, and it's just it's another version of them.
That's crazy.
That's a new movie, by the way, and it's freaky.
I'd say so.
She turns into a blob monster in the end and then sort of dissolves into her Hollywood star.
Okay. Well, that very well may be a fact. We don't know. But how many times have there been people recording something off of the TV or whatever it is where somebody's eyes shifted?
Oh, many.
I mean, they turned as far as the reptilian, that there's something with the people suit glitched.
Yeah. That's like what the... Well, it's more than that. That's like Katy Perry's eye glitch. Mm-hmm. Where she's... I was watching that clip earlier today again. Yeah. Touching the side of her head like there's a button there or something to help her eye open.
Yeah. Yeah, something happened. And I swear that woman that person right there, that motherfucker ain't real.
Oh, she was replaced.
They got to her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They got to her. That is not the same girl.
Mm-mm. She saw a lizard person.
I think so. And whatever it was, she was scared. She was in fear for her life.
Mm-hmm.
And that was what she had told the other people. It's like, you all can stay here and die if you want to, but I'm getting off this plane. And then the next time, it's like, it was just, I was overreacting and this and this. She sounded like she was sedated.
It didn't even look like her.
No, it did not look like the same girl. Similar, but not the same.
Yeah. They do that shit, though. They always do that shit.
Mm-hmm.
They can't anymore, though.
But it's just like, even as far as we know that the technology exists, as far as famous people and the masks.
Yeah. That's what, the substance. The substance. Have you seen Christina Aguilera lately? She has aged backwards. And everybody's saying, oh, she took the substance.
What is that supposed to be?
The substance, it was something to make, basically it was so in the movie, there's this aged Hollywood star. Mm-hmm. She got sort of reduced to a exercise TV host and then got replaced with that because she got older.
Right.
And stuff like that. There's a drug that's coming on the scene called, it's the substance. She takes it. Another version of her, literally like her back splits open, and another version of her that is younger and more pretty is birthed out of it.
So she
and
just
goes
sort of
out.
Molded.
Mm-hmm. But you cannot, and she has to like take stuff out of the other, like the original body,
right?
Just to keep that younger body to have more time in it. But you're not supposed to overuse your time in it, or else stuff happens to your original body. Hence, she started turning into a monster.
Oh.
And then that fleshy blob thing. She crawled, like the fleshy blob version of her crawled onto her Hollywood star on the walkway and dissolved in it just to be sucked up by a Zamboni machine.
Like the Zamboni machines. I think they're cool.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know. And it's like, why it delays, again, going against nature and or God's design.
Mm-hmm. And then there's Smile, which I refuse to watch that. It's about this curse or whatever.
Right.
And so only the person who has the curse can see the demon, but literally it will open their mouths up and then start to like insert itself through their mouth.
Yeah.
And they're the only ones experiencing this. No one else can see it. They only see the aftermath of it, which is the demon possesses them.
Right.
And then makes them kill themselves in front of whoever, just
That's
to
horrible.
infect other people with a curse.
Why would anybody make a movie about something like that? I mean, I've got to wonder sometimes what goes through somebody's mind.
It's really fucked up.
Yeah.
And the sound from it, that you remember that video that I showed you that I was like, this is really fucked up, that laughing or crying sound, that it was at the credits of it.
No, they're producing some things now. Like I said, this is not fun spoopy. This is truly stuff that it's like, no, you can feel it in your spirit that you don't need to be watching any of that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, I refuse.
So whatever's coming, it's I know that Serenity Prayer has been very close to my heart, and yeah, saying that lots.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody has. I know that there are some people that they will say what's called the Lord's Prayer. That's one of the things that they do quite frequently. It's always good to have several prayers that you know, or even parts of prayers that you know by heart.
That's sort of what I've been doing. It's like I've been praying the Lord's Prayer, the Serenity Prayer, and
Psalm 91.
yeah, Psalms 9. I'm keeping my Bible open to Psalms 91 just to keep me protected as I sleep.
Yeah. Yeah, because Kid has been having some other, as far as there's things in Pisces right now that's triggering some of this, and it's it's spiritual warfare, and it hits at some points harder than others.
Yeah.
So just keep him in your prayers if you would.
This ain't a fun time, and I was already struggling, and then when House, that really just.
Yeah. Just put him in a bit of a spiral, but it was interesting because
Burke Candy's spiral.
That he had got out to fuel the car, and it's 22.
Literally. And it's like, okay, cool. But it was like, are you serious? I literally I said that out loud. Are you serious?
You can't make it up. When it starts happening to you, it happens.
It's like, and then it's like I'm looking up at God. What does it mean?
I think it's just a reminder that he's there, that he's with you, that you're not alone going through this.
If that's what it is, Lord, I thank you for the comfort.
Yeah. And I think I think we sometimes forget how to see. Final thoughts.
Try not to lose your head during this time.
Yeah.
Take some valerian.
Yeah, valerian's good.
Yeah.
Passion flower's good. Kava is good.
Can you take passion flower and valerian together?
I do believe that you can, but we'll have to check and make sure that there's some kind of interaction. As far as I used to take the kava and the passion flower together. I think that's what it was that turned that odd milky color, but I went through bottles of it.
Can you mix kava and just axe the thing, whatever the fuck it was that I asked? Just mix the valerian and the kava together. Is that a good combination? With
different plants and stuff, there's not usually the interactions and all that stuff like pharmaceuticals. Pharmaceuticals, you can have some really bad reactions.
Yeah.
We are not diagnosing, intending to treat, or anything. We're simply having a discussion about the use of herbal remedies.
Herbalism is really fun.
Check with your healthcare provider before using any of these things.
Always.
So that's the, cover your ass, whatever. That you have to do that these days.
Well, you legitimately do that, though. You ask your pharmacist, and it's like, is this? And he's like, yeah, it's good.
Yeah, there's websites that you can, if you're taking some kind of pharmaceutical and you do choose to use an herbal remedy, all you have to do, they are pretty good nowadays about making sure that there's not any kind of contraindication.
Yeah.
And it's just like, most people don't know, do not drink any kind of alcoholic beverage while you're taking Tylenol. It'd be toxic to liver.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah. So, everybody's having the paranormal and the supernatural.
Does it pickle your liver?
Huh?
Does it pickle the liver?
I don't know exactly. All I know is that they said it was toxic.
Okay.
The guy that I went to the class, he said there is nothing that will kill your liver faster than taking alcohol and using alcohol and Tylenol.
That's a big no.
I took him at his word.
Yeah.
He was an expert.
I believe you.
That one, he had no reason to lie.
Just telling you flat out truth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Check us out on BitChute, Rumble, and YouTube at Rolanda's Cup of Coffee with Scream. Also check her out on X, previously known as Twitter, Rolanda, COCWS.
Yeah.
Thank you all for joining us. We will see you on the next one. Have a good.
Know that you are loved. Treat other people the way that you would like to be treated.
Mm-hmm.
Remember your combat boots in stores. They're not just for looks.
You don't want to get stomped. Plus, if you get stomped, you can use them for stomping.
Yeah, these boots were made for walking. So, and Lord willing, we'll see you on the next cup.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.